Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, GMD Today. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The Chase's Paul Sinha, also known as the Sinnerman, has revealed that there is one major rule that he can't break on the ITV quiz show. Paul Sinha, one of the Chase's stars, has disclosed a little-known major rule, and breaking it could result in his dismissal from the ITV quiz show. On Monday, April 21, the 64-year-old host greeted four familiar faces on the afternoon program to test their general knowledge. This week, Julia Golding, Oz Clarke, Laura Hamilton, and Mr. Motivator took on professional quizzer Paul the Sinnerman in an effort to raise funds for their chosen charities. The group faced off against Paul, who certainly brought his A-game and got off to a great start, with Julia successfully advancing to the final round with a remarkable £8,000. Oz was next at the podium, where he added another £5,000 to the prize fund after a tense head-to-head round. Hoping to follow suit was a place in the Sun host, Laura, but the mother of two had difficulty keeping up with her teammates. Despite only managing to accumulate a paltry £3,000 in the cash builder round, the property expert didn't let that deter her from going for the big cash prize. Laura risked everything by going head-to-head with Paul for £75,000, despite the professional quizzer advising her against pursuing the staggering sum. The TV star had a tough start, with Paul closing the gap between them in just 2 questions. During the challenging head-to-head round, Bradley asked, "In what Ryan Gosling film does Noah write a letter to Allie every day for a year? A. Crazy Stupid Love, B. La La Land, or C. The Notebook?" Laura, who was in a tight race on the chase, guessed C. The Notebook, just as the Sinnerman did. With no room for error left, she pleaded, "Can't you just get one wrong?" His stark reply was, "No, I'd lose my job if I deliberately got one wrong." Unfortunately, Laura cracked under pressure and was caught on her 4th question. Yet there was a glimmer of hope when Mr. Motivator added a cool $4,000 to the pot, tallying the prize fund to $17,000. During a nail-biting final chase, the team put up a brave fight and answered 14 questions before Paul caught them with seconds to spare. Although they couldn't clinch the big sum, the team's spirit of generosity shined through as they decided to donate $1,000 to charity. Paul Sinha, affectionately known to millions as the Sinnerman, is no stranger to pressure. As one of ITV's most formidable chasers, he has built a reputation for razor-sharp wit, encyclopedic knowledge, and an ability to dismantle even the strongest teams with an unflappable calm. Yet, during a candid moment in a recent interview, Paul admitted there's a single iron-clad rule he must abide by, one that, if broken, could cost him his cherished role on the chase. "I'd lose my job if I crossed that line," he confessed, his usual playful grin replaced by a tone of solemn honesty. "There's a rule that chasers simply cannot break, and it's one I respect with absolute seriousness." The revelation sent ripples through fans of the show. What could possibly threaten the job of a man who thrives on beating contestants with style and grace? Paul, as ever, explained it with a storyteller's flair. For Paul, the most important rule isn't about studying trivia or maintaining his competitive edge. It's about integrity. We can never, under any circumstances, give an unfair advantage to contestants, he said firmly. No hints, no nods, no cheeky comments that could steer someone toward the right answer. The game has to remain pure, otherwise it loses all meaning. If I broke that, I wouldn't just be bending the rules, I'd be breaking the trust of millions of viewers. It's a truth often overlooked by audiences who see only the glamour and drama of the chase. Behind the lights and Bradley Walsh's quick-fire jokes lies a world of absolute professionalism. The chasers, Paul, Anne, Mark, Sean, Jenny, and Dara, are entertainers, yes, but they're also guardians of the game's fairness. Paul revealed that the temptation to break the rule does occasionally present itself. Sometimes you meet a contestant with a story that really tugs at the heartstrings. A teacher raising money for a struggling school, a nurse working through night shifts, a parent who just wants to take their family on a long-dreamed-of holiday. Of course, part of you wants to see them win, but my job isn't to play Santa Claus, it's to play the chaser. That's the deal I signed up for. Yet, even with that strict boundary, Paul admits he finds ways to bring warmth and humanity into the game. Fans love his dry humor, his clever put-downs, and his candid moments of respect when a contestant impresses him. I can't give them the answers, he laughed, but I can give them encouragement. If someone's brilliant, I'll say it. If they've taken a bold risk, I'll acknowledge it. That's where I get to be me while still following the rules. The irony, Paul pointed out, is that following the rule actually makes his job more thrilling. When a contestant beats me, it's fair and square. There's no excuses, no conspiracies, it's pure competition. And when I win, I know I've done it the right way. Fans have long admired Paul's honesty, and his revelation has only deepened their respect. Social media lit up with messages praising his integrity, with one viewer writing, "This is why we love the Sinnerman. He's tough, but he's fair. The game wouldn't be the same without him." For Paul, though, the rule is more than a professional obligation. It's personal pride. I've worked hard to be here. I love what I do. The chase isn't just a job for me, it's a privilege. And I'll never risk that by breaking the one rule that matters most.